Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me.
Well, the summer beach weather may be long gone, but still a tremendous afternoon for football here in Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Black 20.
50 seconds to Mike.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to... The 31.
Gurley, the ball carrier. Cody Barton on the stop. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Watch QB drop.
Here's the newest member of the 15,000-yard club. It's Frank Gore. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Goff. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Come on. 180.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Cut. 180.
Right there, 56. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ezekiel Ansah in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff, he's going to wind up and got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Cut. 180. Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And Woods has it complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England, the Rams never even got into the red zone in that game, and now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a first down. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to the ground game here. Gore. A good red zone run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Frank Gore. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw is Wilson. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. 4th down, and out is the all-pro punter from a year ago, Michael Dixon, to punt for Seattle, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And, it's a safety. Goff got buried in the end zone. He couldn't get rid of it. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Joshua Perkins, 78 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see.
That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 57 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. On the toss, it's Gurley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Through one quarter, 9-7 our score. Second quarter now from Los Angeles. It is the Rams in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming.
Come on, 180. Four now.
Now on 2nd and 13. Goff, he gets it to Cooks. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Mikel Roby brings him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
52 is the mic right here, over there, right?
from just shy of midfield. Wilson. And he slings one that's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that'll make it third down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 36 yards on the play. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Goff gets this into the hands of Brandon Cooks. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon Cooks. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Hey, kill!
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check, 56.
Come on, baby, come on. Recon, 132 fighter.
Check.
17.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15. Just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
That's another Rams first down.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He's got Gore. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Throwing on third. Goff looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. Here we go on fourth. Goff. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Frank Gore with his second TD of the game, his sixth on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline good with a PAT, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Back to you. I'm going back to you. Hey, let's go. Come on. Hey, watch it. Watch it.
Now it's Carson. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On third down, Wilson. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do it.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Listen. Watch the twist. Check.
Goff. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the end zone, Goff. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he'll get this up to right around the 8-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up fourth.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on third. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now it's Lockett. An unbelievable punt there. We're talking 70-plus yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. That one broken up by David Long on the defensive end. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime here in Southern California with the Rams on top, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now a give, right side. It's Carson, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. They run again with Carson. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Here we go.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
X3, 218, chop.
Now on second down, this is Gore. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. In on the tackle there, Bobby Wagner, coming off a third straight All-Pro season. Out of the gun, gone. This is caught, it's Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. Cooks now in his second season with the Rams. He's had 4 straight years over 1,000 yards. He had 2 with the Saints, 1 with New England, and then he went over 1,000 again last year with the Rams. 80 catches, 1,204 yards. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. And when you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Gore now, running out of the gun. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. Zerline, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. He'll have a first down past the 40. There he goes, left side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will get them 1 closer. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Let's get it together, defense.
They run with Gore out of the shotgun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Now Goff. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Josh Reynolds, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 1st down, Carson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Carson. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And some nice running, going to get him down close to a 1st down at the Rams' 21. On 3rd down, Carson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. 4th down, here's Wilson. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 28-yard line.
180. 57 to Mike. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Joker. Shell.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Goff. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Now it's gone. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take him go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard. Throwing again is gone. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A gain of 13. It's a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Goff throwing again. He's got it. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points.
38-16.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that'll help set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
That's going to go as a loss of... Six, and it'll set them back for second down. On second down, it's Carson. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Nickel Roby-Coleman up to make the tackle. The Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Rams, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Seattle, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.